In previous video we discussed on the philosophy of Hinduism, and this philosophy had taken from the Gita, which is a holy book of Hinduism. And let's see another point here. I have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often with human blood, destroyed civilization and sent whole nations to despair. It is a very important message we have got here, even though with the help of the different philosophy of religions, and it will be inferior or superior to others. Had it not been for those horrible demons, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. But their time is come, and I fervently hope that the bell that told this morning in honor of this convention may be death nail of all fanatism, of all persecutions with the sword or with the pain, and all of uncharitable feelings between persons wending their way to the same goal. This is a very important message we have got, that is, we have together, even though in different countries or we have different religion, but there is a unity, or there is a similarity, or there is a uniqueness in a philosophy. Hinduism has that quality he expressed here. Let's see another point why we disagree. 15 September 1893. This is another part of conference, and it was a welcome speech had taken place on 11th September, and now there is another point, that is why we disagree. 15th September 1893. I will tell you a little story. You have heard the eloquent speaker who had just finished say. Eloquent, it is a standard speech, studied speech, or knowledgeable speech, that is known as eloquent speaker. Let us cease from abusing each other. And he was very sorry that there should be always so much variance. It means we should not abuse each other. This religion is good and other is bad. We always consider ourselves that is a good, and we consider others that is a bad. But I think I should tell you a story which would illustrate the cause of this variance. A frog lived in a well. A frog lived in a well. It had lived there for a long time. It was born there and brought up there, and yet was a little small frog. Of course, the evolutionists were not there then tell us whether the frog lost its eyes or not. But for our story's sake, we must take it for granted that it had its eyes, and that it every day cleansed the water of all the worms and bacilli that lived in it with an energy that would do credit to our modern bacteriologists. In this way, it went on, became a little sleek and fat. Well, one day another frog that lived in the sea came and fell into the well. This is a very simple story narrated by Swami Vivekananda in the conference, that is related to the that small frog who lived in the well. We are discussing on that frog who lived in the small well, and unfortunately there was fell down the frog from the sea. Let's see, continue. Where are you from? I am from the sea. This is a conversation between the two frogs. One who lived in the well, and another one is fall down into well that is from the sea. Let's see. Where are you from? I am from the sea. The sea? How big is that? Is it as big as my well? and he took a leap from one side of the well to the other. You know, well is very small, the sea is a very great one, but the well is a very small thing and the sea is long and largest thing. But those frog lived in the well, they consider themselves it is a great thing itself. It is their world. My friend, said the frog of the sea, how do you compare sea with your little whale? My friend, said the frog of the sea, how do you compare the sea with your little whale? Then the frog took another leaf and asked, is your sea so big? What nonsense you speak, to compare the sea with your well? Well then, said the frog of the well, nothing can be bigger than my well. There can be nothing bigger than this. This fellow is a liar, so turn him out. It is a very important point or very important example given by the Swami Vivekananda in the discussion. That is a small frog lived in the well and one from the sea. We should consider similarly this thing is related to religion. Every religion consider themselves great, a big religion in the world. But similar situation taken place with the small frog who lived in the well. That frog don't know what is the sea. Similarly, we should discuss each other's religion and their philosophy. Then let we know what are the contents included into each and every religion. Eventually, we are a human being and we must follow the philosophy of everyone's religion. We should give equal status to all the religions. It should be combined in one. Otherwise, we will battle for the religion. So let's move. That has been the difficulty all the while. There is no any consideration. The well frog consider great itself, and sea frog is also consider itself a great one. I am Hindu. I am sitting in my own little well and thinking that the whole world is my little world. I am a Hindu. I am sitting in my own little well and I thinking that the whole world is my little well. Similarly, the Christian sits in the little well and thinks the whole world is his well. The Mohammedan sits in his little well and thinks that is the whole world. I have to thank you of America for the great attempt you are making to break down the barriers of this little world of ours and hope that in the future the Lord will help you accomplish your purpose. Eventually, we should consider importance of others' religion also. Every religion has great qualities and philosophy themselves. It should be pointed by every religion's person. So this is all about the example which is compare with the frog as well as. So let's move again. Address at the final station 27th September 1893. The world's parliament of religions has become an accomplished fact, and the merciful Father has helped those who labored to bring it into existence and crowned with success their most unselfish labor. My thanks to those noble souls whose large hearts and love of truth first dreamed this wonderful dream and then realized it. My thanks to the shower of liberal sentiments that has overflowed this platform. My thanks to this enlightened audience for their uniform kindness to me and for their appreciation of every thought that tends to smooth the friction of religions. A few jarring notes were heard from time to time. In this harmony, my special thanks to them for they have by their striking contrast made general harmony the sweeter. This is very important message we got here. In last session, Swami Vivekananda expressed his thankful to all the audience as well as that USA country who had organized such kind of international conference on different religions in the world. So let's move another paragraph. Much has been said of the common ground of religious unity. It is very important. Religious unity is key to the success of humankind. If we want to live happily in this world, we should consider each one's philosophy of every religion. We should connect all the religion in one kind, that is a tolerance. It may be equality, equal status to each and every religion we should give. I am not going to just now to venture my own theory, but if anyone here hopes that this unity will come by the triumph of any one of the religions and destruction of the other, to him I say, I quote, brother, yours is an impossible hope. Do I wish that Christian would become Hindu? God forbid. Do I wish that the Hindu or Buddhist would be Christian? God forbid. It means no one can going to convert their own religion. Everyone has their own proud of own religion. Let's see. The seed is put in the ground, and earth and air and water are placed around it. Does the seed become the earth or the air or the water? No, it becomes a plant. It develops after the law of its own growth, assimilates the air, the earth, and water, converts them into plant substance, and grows into a plant. Let's see again. This paragraph is talking on its essence of the conference. Let's move again this paragraph. The seed is put in the ground. The seed is put in the ground, and earth and air and water are placed around it. Does the seed become the earth or the air or the water? No, it becomes a plant. It develops after the law of its own growth, assimilates the air, the earth, and the water, converts them into plant substance, and grows into a plant. That is very important part. Even though we have around us different religion, but we are responsible for it. Let's see next paragraph. Similar is the case with religion. Similar is the case with religion. The Christian is not to become a Hindu or a Buddhist, or a Hindu or a Buddhist to become a Christian, but each must assimilate the spirit of the others and yet preserve his individuality and grow according to his own law of growth. It is very important part he had discussed at the last part of the conference. The Christian is not to become Hindu or Buddhist, or nor a Hindu or Buddhist to become a Christian, but each must assimilate, it means collected, the spirit of others and preserve his individuality and grow according to his own law of growth. It means we should give preference to our own religion, but we must consider others' philosophy of religion also. We may take good thing from any religion and become a good person, become a good human being in our life. That is a message we got from this paragraph. Let's move next paragraph. If the parliament of religions has shown anything to the world, it is this. It has proved to the world that holiness, purity, and charity are not the exclusive possessions of any church in the world, and that every system has produced men and women of the most exalted character. In the face of this evidence, if anybody dreams of the exclusive survival of his own religion and the destruction of the others, I pity him from the bottom of my heart and point out to him that upon the banner of every religion will soon be written, in spite of resistance, I quote, help and not fight, unquote, assimilation and not destruction, harmony and peace and not dissonation. It is very important last two lines, which is he sum up the conference. I quote, help and not fight, assimilation and not destruction, harmony and peace and not dissonation. This is very important point he discussed in the conference. That means we should not fight against each and every religion. We should come together and we find out the its solution. Do not separate it, do not destruct any religion. We should make it collected form. We should make as a harmony, and we should follow the peace instead of other things. So this is all about the essay or conference who attended by Swami Vivekananda in the Chicago. This is the last part of this speech. Points to ponder. That is main or essence of this essay. Let's see. Swami Vivekananda's essential theme in all these speeches is the fact that each and every religion and its core values, tolerance and respect for other points of view and religion. This is very fundamental message we have got from the Chicago speech, which had given by Swami Vivekananda in Chicago speech 1893. What are the core values? That is a tolerance and respect for other points of view and religions. That is very important. Next one is blind faith leads to disharmony and is dangerous. We should not put blind faith to any religion, including your own religion also. India especially has had a long and celebrated culture of tolerance. That is very important. India had a long and celebrated culture of tolerance. It has sheltered persecuted minorities and encouraged them to blend into its social fabric. Indian music, arts, history, languages, and architecture, and all such aspects of its cultural life bear testimony to this. It is a legacy we are proud of, and it is incumbent on each one of us to preserve and protect that legacy. Everything is related to this, and I had made an attempt here. That is, we have discussed in 3-4 videos, so that's why I had made an attempt to give its summarization as well as little bit description about this essay. Okay, we will see in the next video. Thank you.